Good morning, scholars. Happy Friday. I hope this week has treated you well. Welcome to the new vocabulary section of today's lesson. Let's get started. So the first word is Congressional Reconstruction. This is Congress's plan for Reconstruction. It was known for being tough on the South and more supportive of African American rights. So the country has two ideas of how it's going to come back together after the Civil War. So we have the North and we have the South. Now, this is Washington, D.C. Now we have presidential reconstruction wants to be easy on South and give limited rights to African Americans. This is presidential. Now, Congressional Reconstruction is more tough on the South, and it is supportive of equal rights for African Americans. So these are two differences between the president's plan for Reconstruction, President Andrew Johnson and Lincoln, and Congress's idea of what Reconstruction should look like. Congress thought the president should be more tough. The presidents were not tough, so that the South wouldn't get their feelings hurt and maybe have a potential for a second Civil War. Okay, let me clear the board. Okay, the second word for today is the Radical Republicans. This is a group in Congress that had very strong beliefs about giving equal rights to African Americans and for punishing the South after seceding. I'm missing the word rights after equal, so by the time you watch this video, it should be fixed on your Google Forms, but just know that that's missing in here. So Radical Republican was a politician. It was, let's say, a white man with fancy hair, because the only people allowed in politics at the time were white people. Now, they were in favor of rights, giving full rights to African Americans. Okay, let's say this is a Radical Republican. The reason they were called radical is because the idea of giving black people rights, full rights at this time, was a radical or a crazy idea. So we have these politicians here who are trying to get the government to support full rights for African Americans. And they wanted to be, like I said before, tough on the South, which the presidents were not in favor of because they thought that would make the relationship between the North and the South even worse than it already was. All right, so those were our only two words for today. Go ahead and stop the video and continue on with the lesson. See you guys in guided practice.